here we are again. Let's get a fortune token pool set up so we can get cracking on all of these Boogans. Shagbok, do you want to do the honours? Roll a d6 and we can flip them.
Oh, bollocks.
Oh.
So beep.
6.
Sorry.
Oh well, I'll take that one. I'll take that one. All donations gratefully received. Okie dokie. In that case, Utarigna.
Why do I feel it's going to be the opposite of last week, where you get them all and we get none? Oh,
4. No, that is definitely yours. I'll flip this one. Boop. Create a little pile. Okay. What?
Okay.
I'm
Well, you know these are ours, right?
Oh, I've got it the wrong way around. Okay, thank you. I didn't. My poor brain. Thank you. I'll
We're
flip
the bad
them around.
guys, you know.
You should have told him.
Yeah, but
So am I.
Oh no, we're going to lose out. Yeah.
Okay, so Jabir, would you care to roll a d6 and let's see how we get on? 3.
Nice.
That's yours. Drag that one over. Flip it. 2-1. Ragrot. Your turn. You've got a checkered history. Ooh, okay,
Nice.
but this time it is definitely yours. Flip.
It's like one down here. There's a token down here.
Yeah, it's mine.
That's your 6.
Oh.
Yeah, get off it.
Oh, okay.
That's the one you gave me.
Giving them away.
Yeah. Right, so we need Shazguth is not with us this evening.
Shall I?
Do you want to do a Shazguth roll?
Who?
5, there you go.
Rigler's
Yeah.
5 in
another
it.
5.
Okay, so that's for you. So I'll flip that, and then I have one. And 5.
Wow.
Nice. Might as well just turn that one over.
Do that.
There you go. There's your little pile here.
Cool.
5-1. Let's sort out the turn order. Okie dokie. Right, everyone's on it. Oh my God, Shagbok,
Yep.
what are you doing down there? Do you want to?
Oh no.
I'll give you a shout in about half an hour.
Can I use one of my personal tokens to see if I get a better initiative
Yes,
order?
you can use a personal token and re-roll your initiative.
I should do that. There you go, my token.
Mercy, I'll have that.
Click on my thing and come on, wake up.
Do. All the tension.
Taking ages.
Oh,
Better go on.
16. That's a considerable improvement. Okay, that's better. Right. So last time you had persuaded the Hobgoblin Merelicious to personally take you through the tunnel system as part of a shortcut, hopefully, to the source of the Enchanted River. It meant, of course, that you needed to, he told you, make your way through Cobb's lair, formerly the lair of Mother Ungol, and you learned, amongst other things, that the spiders have a host of little Boogans, these wretched little goblin souls who seem to spend their time stuffing yellowy orange jelly into the cocoons of the spiders, presumably feeding them and giving them hugs and rotating them and making sure that they are kept warm and safe. You had a bit of a confrontation with Cobb, who wasn't pleased to see you. That's why he didn't answer the Stairway from Heaven telephone call that Merelicious laid earlier. But a tense sort of negotiation led you to lead to believe that Cobb was happy for you to traverse through his lair. I say happy with massive air quotes around it. And so you started to proceed your way through with Merelicious sweating profusely, popping red-capped mushrooms into his face, and drinking alcohol from his hip flask. And when you reached this little turning here, what have I managed to do? Get the right layer, always helps. Oh, still the wrong layer. You discovered a little row of Boogans who approached this shelf, so they were about 10 feet or so above you on this shelf, and come away from where they were lovingly tending their spider's eggs, and look at you in a desultory fashion. And then one of them impulsively reached down and grabbed what turned out to be a handful of dirt and flung it at Utarigna for no appreciable damage. Then Utarigna, you hurled a rock back at them, if I remember correctly. And in the course of trying to get out of the way of it, the Boogan hyperextended his elbow and then got a black eye.
As you do.
And then you the rest of the Boogans started picking up things and grabbing their shivs, and it all looks like it's going to turn nasty, and indeed it is. First on the turn order, however, is Cobb. I think Cobb is going to wait. He just utters some words to the baby spiders that surround him, urging them. Sounds like a spider talking and uttering words to a baby spider. I can see what you're doing there. It's not going to work. But he's urging them in a low, muttering voice to stay close, my children. Don't. These are dangerous fuckers. So he's waiting. The baby spiders are waiting, which brings us, to Shazguth. What would you like Shazguth to do, Utarigna?
I think Shazguth is going to do inspiring words.
Inspiring words, yes.
Well, I have seen her try it quite often. I don't think she's very good.
She's not the best. She needs a leadership role, and inspiring words is a special action costing an action point. Yeah. Right, let's try it. Use once per combat, so that is like, if she doesn't do it, she can maybe try it again next turn, or just try it once per combat. The house rule is you can use it once successfully per combat. Once used successfully, you can't do it again, but you can keep going.
Okay, so she'll spend one action point. She will do a leadership test. Her fellowship bonus is 6, so if she gets it, she can get all of us. And she can synergize like her charm.
Absolutely.
Do that? Bats her eyelashes in a fancy wedding dress.
Scaggy wedding dress.
Oh,
yeah.
dear.
Oh my god. Oh.
It's the wedding dress that made it go wrong.
Okay.
Whatever it is that she is saying
point.
is not really hitting the mark.
She's mumbling, that's why. So she will spend a second action point to try it again? Should do that?
Yeah, sure, definitely. I think this time she realises that what she needs to do is lift the veil.
Lift the veil up.
Yeah.
I said. Oh, there we go. Actually worked. Okay. And so she does it. 6 of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all of us lot and Merelicious get +1
+1
to damage and peril threshold.
Yep. Okay. I will give
Brilliant.
Merelicious that advantage. He's also popped
Where
2.
do-
So it goes in mods,
Right.
Magret.
Mods.
On your combat page, where the threshold on thing is.
Peril threshold.
And damage
Ah,
threshold.
okay, so
God.
plus
It's
In the-
+1
1.
In the mod, yeah, just put,
in the damage and peril. Cool.
Jesus. Shazka's damage threshold is 4. No
Wow.
wonder she stays at the back all the time, Jesus.
Oh, was that bad? Thought-
Yeah, I only have to do 4
Um,
points of damage to wound her.
Mine's 13.
That's why I nearly killed her the first
Oh,
time.
Yeah.
mine's only 3.
Well, hers is,
Oh.
hers is 3, but with this +1, it's now 4. Yours is
Well, mine's 3 with the
Seriously.
Oh
+1.
my god, it's not
Sorry,
me too.
I
Shit.
I won't hit you then.
that seems
Yeah.
very
Don't trip
low.
over, Jesus. You're
Regret.
down.
And I'm a
I've got
little.
some armour too.
No, your damage threshold is not 3. That's the mod. Your damage threshold is 10. So you want to be looking at the figure.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So that's your mod
Sorry,
there.
I'm only a stupid little goblin.
Now I believe you're currently 2 of those mods for you, Ragrat, are from you actually previously having eaten 2 red cap mushrooms. So I'm going to set it back down to 1, and then at the beginning of
Okay.
your turn you can roll to see
I'll
how many
try my
mushrooms.
dice.
Yep. Okie dokie. So, yes, Shazguth. What kind of words does Shazguth use? How is she inspiring, do you think, Utarigna? Or she lifts her veil and enunciates clearly.
Knowing what she's been like up to now, she probably says something like, I don't know, like, go on minions, you can kill them all. You know, don't let anyone give you shit, whatever. However she puts it, it's not in a way that endears her to us at all.
No, it rankles a bit, but nevertheless,
Yeah.
you feel emboldened,
Works, though.
mainly because you want to strangle Shazguth more than anything else, I think.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So she's got an action point left. Does she want to move anywhere,
Yeah.
or is she staying put?
God, no. No, she save 1.
Save it in case.
Yep,
Excellent.
yeah.
Shagbok, then we hand over the battle to you.
Yeah. I think I remember saying last week that I'm going to grab hold of that hobgoblin that shitted.
Merelicious.
Yeah. You're not going anywhere, worm.
I wasn't planning on going anywhere, he says, looking fearfully up at the Boogans, who are all picking up clumps of rock and things.
Okay, so I will grab hold of him. So that would be a grapple.
I think you've already done that from last time, so let's assume that you
I
currently have been grabbed.
remember saying it, but I don't know if I did. I tried to look back.
I'm saying you have a hand on him
Okay.
already.
Okay, that's fine. Then I will try to persuade him to tell them to stop throwing stuff at us.
You want to call in? You want to intimidate him to
Yeah.
call them to stand down? Okay,
Hold on,
sure.
mate. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll intimidate.
Yeah.
With I was gonna say sarcasm. Toughness. There you go.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So standard.
It is standard because it's an opposed test. 32. Oh, okay, so he succeeds, but now it's about levels of success.
Right.
So you take the tens dice from 32, so you've got 3, and then when you're intimidating, that's a brawn skill, so you add your brawn bonus to that.
It's 8.
8, and he has 4 plus
bonus.
1, is 5. So you got 8 plus 3, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I mean, he is coward. And he immediately says, I'm not sure that they're going to listen to me, to be honest, Master Shagbok, but of course, if you insist, I will do as you command.
I exist. Exist? I said persist. I exist.
We have no time for existential quandaries. 2 action points
so
remain yours.
What have I got in my hand? An axe.
An hobgoblin.
An hobgoblin, yeah.
Merelicious.
So I've grabbed hold of him. Has he actually said anything to him? He hasn't, has he? We're going to do it on his turn.
He can't do it. He's going to do it on his turn because it's going to take a persuade, intimidate.
Right. I will. Can I put my axe to his throat and just hold action?
You can. I mean, he is well persuaded and intimidated. But yes, you can sort of like raise the axe, and he looks down at it, sort of. This is not really helping with my diction, It's a bit uncomfortable, but sure. And you can't wait because you've used an action point to do something. Wait requires all your action points. So if you don't spend your action points now, you will just hold them for reactions.
Yeah, I'll hold him for reactions. That's fine.
Okay, 2 action points in reserve then.
Yep.
Now then, a cluster of Boogans.
Are they? How high up are they?
About 10 foot.
Boogans?
Only 10 foot up.
Oh, see, okay. Can we get to them if we go around? Like, is it lower down? Like, if we go this way?
Not a great deal. It's roughly about
get to them?
10 foot the whole way. I mean, you can get to them. It will require an athletics test climbing up, which I believe for you won't
Is that
be.
is that just in your
Jabir.
movement, or is it climbing an extra action point?
I would say it's just in your movement, and of course you're right. Jabir could give you a lift up if you decided to do that. Okay, so these Boogans. 2 Boogans there. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 2 Boogans behind you approach. Spend an action point to hustle up to here. And then now I would be most grateful, Jabir and Utarigna.
Yep.
Would you both roll a d6 for me, please? For the Boogans. If you roll a 6.
Yeah.
If you roll a
What
6,
happens
what?
if you roll a 6?
Yeah, what happens when you roll a 6?
Oh. Okay, well they have a talent called Feckless Runt. You roll a d6. On the roll of a 6, they elect to attack that turn with a senseless object that does no damage. They scoop up mud pies and hurl them at you ineffectually. They probably splat off you,
God.
but no damage is done. And that's their turn.
Master, that is stupid.
They are stupid. Do they remind me how it works with Stomp the Yard? Do they, now they've seen Jabir have to do their, now they've got into an encounter, do they have to do their, or do you do it on Jabir's turn? Do they
I
all
think it's
roll on his
something
turn?
they do on Jabir's turn. You can automatically
think
stomp the yard.
Alright.
So they come around, they scamper around, and they throw mud pies. 2 6s! The
Yeah,
hell!
Yeah, that's awesome. That.
Okay, that's that Boogan then. These Boogans over here. What are they going to do? Oh, the original Boogan. Back down here. Yeah, you know what he's going to do? He's going to fucking go. Doesn't like the look of this. He's just going to head off and keep well out of the way. Keep out of this miserable game. And hide. Jabir, it's now your turn.
Amazing.
Herpy derpy.
And stomp the yard.
And stomp the yard.
Yeah, so give me a sec. Let me just.
Oh.
Oh, reanimator.
Oh yeah, because you're wounded, right?
Yeah, I'm wounded, so I now
So that.
do
Oh,
that, and then
that. Yeah.
that's gone.
Yeah. So the last vestiges of those old wounds from when you encountered the elves are healed up. And
Oh no.
Oh no!
okay, you definitely only have 2 action points, regrettably. But you stomp
can't
the
even
yard.
reroll.
You can't re-roll a crit fail.
No.
No.
No, so that's the penalty. I'm not going to go overboard with it. It's bad enough as it is. So how does your stomp the yard manifest? You know, and I guess as these mud pies are thrown, you turn to see who's chucking mud at you. See these 2 Boogans advancing. And how do you stomp
Yeah.
the yard?
Pick up my splitting maul and just start charge them. So I will start moving that way.
And whilst you
for
do
my
that,
one action point.
I will roll resolve for these little fellas as they see you coming. I'll do individual. 1 is okay. They're both okay. They're too mind-blowingly dumb to be overly concerned about it. Just fecklessly giggling with mud on their palms. We do have an action point in the bank though, but okay, so you've stopped the yards and everything, that's free. You've hustled for 1 action point.
Yeah, I'll splitting maul the one on the top.
Boogan 10 is all yours. Go for it.
Ah, bollocks.
You've got a cluster of the eyes
Well.
of Sauron over there, and you've got 1 personal one of fortune
Yeah,
tokens.
let's use one of those tokens.
Okie dokie.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
Yeah.
no.
I feel
And
really
explosion
bad
as well.
now.
Okay.
Oh,
Jesus.
God.
Okay, we
I
have a
can't do
crit.
tokens at the moment, so.
So I believe
You've
that
done
means
this quite often, haven't you? You overexert yourself and do your back in or something.
Yep.
Can you remember off the top of your
Got
head?
to get you some taller bad guys to fight Jabir.
You do overexert yourself, so that's a level of peril, isn't it? Can you remember how much it is? Is it 2d10 plus 2?
2d10 plus 2, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was. Would you like me to roll 2d10, or do you want to take the plunge to beer?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Ouch.
Fucking hell. Again.
Ouch.
Oh
Fuck,
my
I should've
god!
done it. Fuck.
Yeah.
22! Jeezy crazy. So, you know, your peril threshold is, it goes over that. It goes over 3 times, right? So you go from unhindered, to imperiled, to the next level, and to the next level beyond that.
Jesus.
Alright, so what's that?
Don't know. I've never been so far down the peril condition track.
Christ.
You're going to be unhindered 1. So imperiled. Ignore 1 skill rank. No, it should be ignore 2 skill ranks. Go 1 down. I think 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's definitely ignore 2. So, okay, you want to ignore 2 skill ranks as you utterly overreach, attempting to clobber this Boogan into submission, who's too gormless to have done anything about it, but watches this massive splitting maw crack the ground between him and his companion, who both glance at each other and then snigger. But you feel a massive cracking down the back of your spine. You think you've thrown your back out a bit?
Oh no.
God.
So I believe that puts you on 0 AP now.
So we're going to call you Hunchback of something now, right?
Middle-earth.
Yeah, Hunchback of Middle-earth.
But for future reference, never let Steve roll that 2d10 because that's the second time he's rolled max.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Mm.
9. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. The Boogan to the north of you, Utteringer, you see scamper towards you. He's grabbed a weapon from somewhere. I mean, all these creatures, all they have on them are dirty loincloths at the best. So heaven knows where he's just got this, I think shiv is what he's got in his hand. But he rushes up to you and attempts to shiv you.
Does he have to roll a d6 to see if he attacks with a useless object?
We do. Would you like to roll a d6 as he scampers over?
Or see if I can get another 6. No, never mind.
No. So he considers for a moment grabbing a cluster of rotting mushrooms, but then his hand tightens around the shiv, and he continues to charge up, and he attempts to stab you with it. Here we go.
Okay, so I can parry because it's a new thing. So we've got action points.
Yes, indeed.
You encounter
It's -10 because it's fast.
That's okay. I have a shield, so it's +10. So I'll just roll a straight parry. Where is it?
Yep.
There it is. Parry.
Go
Standard.
for it.
Got nothing else to do. Douche.
So that's a
Shield's
successful.
bigger than him.
Yeah, pretty much. So you just bring your shield across, and his shiv clashes with it and scrapes off it. And so that's his action point's gone. Then another Boogan elsewhere is moving, his compatriots. You probably don't even see that, but it is your turn now, Utterigna. You've got one little fellow on you, and the little cluster up above is looking threatening.
Okay. I'm going to spend 1 action point to aim at this little Boogan.
Okay. I'll give you
And
+10.
then I'm going to try to punch him with the lovely knuckle dusters. So I've got +10
You have.
to aim.
You have.
No other mod. Boom.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, let's see if he can do anything about that. As you swing in with a nice overhand right, he throws up his hands
Is it -20
to parry.
for the
Yep,
fast and for the aim?
exactly.
Go on.
Well, Didn't even get a chance to apply the adjustments there, but nevertheless he has balked it. How much do I value this Boogan? Not enough to spend a fortune point on him. So that's him done in his action points there for reaction.
Cool.
Anything else for you?
Okay, so, well, yeah. So when I hit him, he
Damage.
first has to. Well, okay. So I'm gonna do these first. See how he gets on.
All right.
And I'll do damage and see if it does. So firstly, he has to resist a takedown.
Oh, okay. So that's your beatdown. When you take aim
Yeah,
and make a successful attack.
also-
Oh, resist a takedown. Okay.
Right, and also he has to resist being stunned.
Bitch slap. Nice. Okay. Oh. So if he has to do toughness. Is it toughness for the beatdown? It is for the bitch slap.
Yeah, I think the other one might be athletics. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Down, where is it?
Let's say it's athletics.
Take down. Oh, it's coordination or athletics. Oh, it's
Okay.
coordination or athletics if you charged. I didn't charge, so he needs a coordination test.
Okie dokie. So that's just his base agility. Okay, so he manages to resist being taken off his feet.
Okay.
But let's see what happens with the bitch slap. He cannot
Done.
resist being stunned. He is now stunned, but he's damaged also. You've got
Right, okay.
13 points of injury, 13 points of wounds at the moment, 13 points of damage.
I mean, why would I not? I'm going to spend one of these fortune points to change that 4 to a 6. I've flipped it over.
Nice.
That makes that 15 points of damage, and then I get another d6.
You do.
Oh!
Nice.
Brilliant.
And that
So
explodes.
that makes it.
Exploded.
So that makes that 21 points of damage, and then
He's
20,
dead.
2,
He's
20,
got a
24 points of damage.
24. Okay, so that's 1 level, 2 levels, 3 levels. Not quite enough for 4 levels.
That's fine.
But he is seriously wounded, so do you want to roll 2d6 chaos dice to see if you generate an injury?
No, but
Not
I'm
quite
going to
enough.
spend another fortune point. Oh, you know what? I've got 3. I'm going to spend one of mine, so you can't have it. So I'm going to put it on there, boop, and then delete it
Yep.
to change that. To change it to a 6, so it is an injury.
And then he gets
Uh,
2,
and
right?
Because I get 2 injuries. Yeah.
Ah.
So it's serious injuries, right?
Yeah, 2 serious injuries, so you take that
Cool.
off the middle deck.
First one is
Torn
torn shoulder.
Whatever you are holding in your primary hand gains the ruined quality. So his shiv is utterly
bent
wrecked.
on my shield. It's bent on my shield. It's just crumpled up.
It is stuck in there in an absolute mess. And he starts with a -2 AP on his next turn, this little booger.
Brilliant.
Oh my god. Then what's the second one?
Fortune's mercy.
Oh.
Damn it. Ignore injury. Keep your faint point. Ah, damn it.
Okay, so just the one.
I've drawn that twice now. Okay, but 2
Excellent.
less action points. That makes Jabir feel faster now.
Nicely done.
Um,
I'm just going to
okay, and I'm going
update
to
this
save
token.
my last action point.
Save it for Ron. Okie dokie.
Which was the other injured one that got injured last time?
Yes, this little fella here. Yeah, he's
Cool, okay.
got a massive shiner.
Nice.
And
Can you
is in a
put
terrible
a
state.
little mark on them to show they're injured, please, so we know which
I-
one's injured.
That is just exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Do. Okay, so it's this fella has an injury. Shall I use the mini? Yeah, that mashed up ninja face for injuries. Mashed up ninja face for him. Or okay. Oh, nice start. And an action point in reserve. Okay, so are these Boogans over here? Yeah, I mean they're hearing the ruckus and the noise. They're simply going to advance a bit to sort of yeah, you were probably here in the midst of all this fighting, you know, the sounds of Boogans talking to each other. What's going on, Daffyd? There seems to be some kind of commotion.
Oh, they're Welsh.
From French to Welsh.
United Nations in this hellhole.
They're very multicultural, these Boogans, and Goblin society is far more sophisticated than perhaps people give it credit for.
Absolutely.
Right, I'll have them heading over here. I've got a lot of Boogans are now getting a bit agitated and excited. The Boogans up on top of this sort of shelf 10 foot above you have been variously picking up things. Now, could everybody roll a d6 for me and let's see whether they pick up anything useful or a pile of mud?
Go on.
There's a 6 there. There's another 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mad.
All right then.
Go on.
So, the first Boogan hurls some mud in your eye, Ragrut. Yeah. Just sort
Oh,
of
you
like
little bastard.
splats at you. The next one, who's got a massive shiner, can't see what the hell he's doing, is reaching for a rock but grabs some crap instead and sort of like hurls it at Merelicious, who's going, oh, that is just not nice. I had my bath last year.
Bath master.
This Boogan, however, has grabbed something a bit more substantial and is hurling at you, Utteringer.
Okay.
Okay. Oh,
Crit fail.
awful.
Brilliant.
Can you roll 2d10 plus 2 for me? I don't trust myself.
Oh, not bad. Okay, 15.
Oh, 15. That's pretty unpleasant for him. So 15 peril. 1, 2. He goes up to there. That's not very good. Yeah, so he just completely overstrains. The rock sails over the top of your head and sort of like smashes on the wall, sort of like behind you. And this Boogan nearly topples over the side of the sort of like a little sort of like cliff edge, scrambles back, and you know is covered in little cuts and bruises and abrasions for his efforts. The remaining Boogan is going to jump down, so I am going to give him an athletics test. Oh. Yeah, so he hits the ground. He doesn't hurt himself massively, but he does render himself prone. And so he has to waste his remaining action points getting himself on an even keel. So that's gone really well. Get up is 2 action points, and that was in the middle of a hustle. So that's him done. So he hits the ground really hard and then sort of like struggles to his feet. And by the time he's done that, the fight has moved on. And now let's see what Ragrut, Master Shiver, killer of most of the monsters in the campaign thus far, I'm not bigging you up or anything, can do.
Okay, so how is Jabir? I mean, he's got these 2 in front of him, but he's just done his back in. So, is he struggling a bit? Can I see that he's struggling a bit?
Well, you certainly would have noticed. You've heard. I mean, you've travelled with him probably for the longest amongst you and your companions. You know the sound when he is prone to slipping discs, and you know that he has clearly strained himself.
Okay, right. So can I go over here to here? So I'm just looking at the actions in combat thing because what I want to do. Okay, I want to use a perilous stunt
Ooh,
of chokehold.
nice.
So not really drunk.
I don't know why that really tickled me.
I know why.
And I would like to. I've got a magnificent bastard.
Oh, yeah. Oh, new
That's
shit. Yeah, if you click it, we'll see. Magnificent Bastard.
Yeah.
Select one foe in combat. That foe is left defenseless to all perilous stunts you make until they are defeated. So you focus on that little Boogan there and single him out.
Yeah, the one. Yeah. So for the perilous stunt, I have to roll a. Oh, what's it gone? Lost my perilous stunt.
Yeah.
I have to do an athletics test.
Yeah. Which he won't be able to resist.
Then it says, what, even if I fail it?
Well, no. If you screw it up,
No.
then he doesn't have to resist. But
I did just increase my athletics.
you did, yes. I see. Cunning.
I did.
Oh,
Method. Yeah. So, and then it says that he will. He must resist or be choked and suffer 1d10 plus BB peril immediately and on my turns when maintained until
resisted. Yep, go for it.
He won't. And yes. So I'm gonna roll athletics.
Roll athletics. Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
It's in your brawny skills, I think.
Still got it. Yeah, I just still had it on edit.
Oh.
Can I synergize it with a coordination?
Yeah, absolutely. Of course you can.
Okay.
Oh!
Nice, great.
A crit. Okay.
It's exciting when it works.
Yeah,
isn't it?
so, you scamper
So
over.
Chokehold.
You hustle over for one action point, you grab him like lightning, sort of like around his throat, sort of like perhaps, or sort of like the scruff of his neck, front of his neck. That's a crit success. So you can roll 2d10 plus your brawn bonus peril. He can't resist it.
Okay.
Because
So,
you're a magnificent bastard.
What is my brawn bonus peril?
So on your character
That mean?
sheet in the primary attributes, where you have your skills, you have the bonuses for each of the primary attributes. You want to look at what it is for
okay.
brawn.
Brawn. Okay. Bonus BB 4. So that's 2d10 plus 4, yeah?
2d10 plus 4.
$12.
Nice.
12. Oh, that includes the 4 already.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Right. So, no resistance going on for him. Whether I like it or not.
Can't resist.
He cannot resist. You are a force of nature, a magnificent bastard.
Oh, yeah.
So his
Little-
peril
little
threshold.
White force of nature.
His peril threshold is 4.
Oh, I
so
forgot
it's-
to do my battle frenzy.
Oh yeah, do that whilst I'm doing this. So 4.
Okay. That's I rolled d6, don't I?
You do indeed. And he's at ignore 1 skill rank of peril
Ooh.
now.
That's 2 lots of mushrooms then, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So that gives you +2 to your damage threshold.
Um, Doesn't actually say.
I'm pretty sure it is
that
for
what it is?
yeah, for red cap. Red cap mushrooms.
So 2 on my damage threshold.
Yep. Yeah, red cap mushrooms. Yeah, when affected by 2 doses, you get +2 damage threshold. Nice one. And that
Right,
lasts for
okay.
hours and bloody hours. Yeah, so
Fantastic.
you can basically shrug off damage a bit easier when you're empowered. Excellent. So you grab him, and he is just sort of like choking and sort of like throttling. You know, his hang on, he's green, so his face is going blue. He goes purple, puce. Is that the right color mix? Where's a color wheel? And yeah,
Green plus blue.
yeah. What's
It's like
that?
sludge colour, isn't it?
He's going
Brown.
sludgy brown. Okay, take your word for it. And you know, and it's just making these awful sort of like noises, you know, as you start throttling the life out of him. And that brings us, I think you've got 1 action point left for Ron. Unless
I've
you
got
want
an
to.
extra action point as well.
Yeah, did you want to do anything
Because I
with that?
have got.
Oh,
Hold on.
more features.
So, yeah, let me just. I'll put it up so you can see what it
Nice.
does.
New features. This is the joy of.
Yeah, I'm
Leveling
liking
up.
these new features. So,
Lightning reactions. You gain an additional action point, but you can only spend it for dodge and parry. Okay, so you've got a free action
Yeah.
point for reactions, but so you've got 2.
yeah, and a +1.
So you didn't want to do anything with your ordinary one. Or you're just going to stand there and choke him.
I could. Hold on. Let me just have a quick look at the actions thingy diggy. So can I just shiv him with my other arm?
Okay, I will say yes, but what we need to bear in mind going forward is multi-action penalties apply when you do more than one kind of attack. But you've done a perilous stunt, and you can shiv him. So it's not multiple.
Okay.
Shiv him away, shiv him. Go on, shiv him.
Okay. Oh well, I won't be shiving him actually because I've got that little pointy sword.
Oh, you will be stilettoing him.
Yes.
Stab him then.
So what's the difficulty rating as I've got him in a chokehold?
You know, I think you've got him sort of like under tight grips here. I'm going to say this is easy. Oh, nice.
Fast,
Now,
vicious and weak.
yeah, he is going to attempt to counter that. It's going to be difficult for him because you are
He's in the
throttling
chokehold.
him. Yeah, you are throttling him, which is he's not having fun.
Good.
Stiletto is also fast, so that's -10 to parry as well. So that is going to make it hard. Oh,
Oh,
Wow.
somehow.
that's really jammy.
Yeah.
No way.
You know, somehow.
That just make.
You know, as you're throttling him in a panic, he flails his arms around and manages to bat your stiletto knife away as you thrust forward. So he sort of like fights you off, and your stiletto knife just slips past his flesh, and he is in utter state of panic. But you still got an AP
Good.
for reserve. Okay, now more Boogan activity is going on. You can hear them calling to each other. Well, I don't know, Ivor. It seems to me as if there's some kind of fracas going on over there. Let's go and investigate, shall we?
Where are these Boogan? Are they? Can I see them on the map or not?
Well, you probably won't be able to see them. They're quite some way away,
Okay.
but you know, you can hear
Welsh voices.
little Welsh voices echoing in the tunnels, like in the distance, and you can hear the sounds of movement, sort of like Boogans, sort of like scrabbling. Some close by. In fact, you can hear just up ahead of you. You see this Boogan drop down from up above. And let's watch them fail their athletics test, because that seems to be the trend.
Did you jump thingamajig? Merelicious.
I might have done. I'll address that in a moment.
Yeah.
Okay, one
Yeah,
clonks.
Yeah,
He is, yeah.
I must have accidentally jumped in. Thanks for letting me know. I'll go back and do
it's
him.
okay.
Okay, so one Boogan jumps down and hits the ground heavily and wastes all his action points as a result of that. The other one has managed to get to his feet as he jumps down, so he's moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's still got a bit more movement. He comes bundling up towards you, Ragrut, where you're holding this Boogan in a chokehold. But thankfully, because you've got lightning reflexes, you can do something about it. He rushes forward and, roll a d6 for me, Ragrut, and let's see if he does something ineffectual. 5. Oh, that was close. Yeah. I just had in mind that he was going to shove a mud pie in your face, but he doesn't. He shivs you instead.
Oh. Our parry.
You see it coming, yes, you'll be able to parry. It'll be -10 to parry because the shiv is fast. Oh, he's made a cock up of it.
That means she doesn't
Oh.
need to. Is that only on a
I
crit?
don't need to.
You don't really need to because you can see it's going to go wide. But I'm flipping a token,
So
and now you need to. For-
what was it? What was
Parry.
the
Harry.
difficulty thing?
It'll be parry at -10.
Right. That's
Oh, well. Now you do have some tokens. I just used one and flipped one, so. And you've got some personal
mean,
ones.
Do bear in mind, Pip, that it can only do 4 damage. So if 4 damage is less than your damage threshold, don't worry about it.
what was my damage? It's no, that's my initiative. It's 9,
Mhm.
so it doesn't get through then.
It's not going to, is it? So,
No.
yeah. Don't need to waste
I
fortune
won't bother then using
tokens. Fair enough. Yeah, so he makes a stab at you, but it just rebounds off your new armor. that you picked up not so long ago, and is turned away, and the Boogan is highly frustrated, so that leaves him with 1 action point to spare, having moved and attacked. That's all them done. Now then, let's redress the problem. Merelicious, little late to the party, but nevertheless he finally gets around to it, you know, with an axe at his throat. Could you just lower the axe just a little, please? He's half French, half Welsh now. Looks up at the 3 Boogans who are creating trouble, and those who've just sort of like jumped down. He says, all of you really need to just fuck off, okay?
Well done, Merelicious.
I will give him...
Yes, I agree with this master.
I will do inspire. Is it inspire? What's it called? Brains died.
Litany of
Inspire. No,
hatred?
litany of hatred. My brain went inspiring hatred. I went, oh.
Ah.
Okay, so he spends an action point and he does an intimidate test. Okay, he's not very good at this. And intimidate is that a fellowship skill?
It's a brawn skill.
Ah, brawn, thanks.
Yeah, brawn.
Okay, well, that's not going so well. And he, you know, none of the Boogan are listening to him. So
You have got a token. You could
Yeah,
try
use a fortune point, Merelicious. It's supposed to be on our side.
Yeah.
oh,
In
that's
fact,
not-
no, don't use any of ours. Don't use any of ours.
Oh.
Yeah, you,
It's alright. He'll use my personal supply. For fuck's sake.
you see? I love it.
And I'll give him another go. I said! Oh, just piss off. No, really? I will do. He will spend his second action point to try again. No, really? Listen to me, you little snot rags. Sod off!
Go on.
Yeah,
Go on,
that's
okay.
better.
Okay, so oh dear. So he finally manages an intimidation. They will suffer -1 damage and peril threshold as a result. So I will modify them accordingly. As they are somewhat perturbed by his rude words. That brings me to Cobb, the coward, and the baby spiders, who had, up until now, really been staying out of this. And Cobb had instructed the baby spiders to not engage. However, he's hearing all the noise from the various Boogans. And I think at this point he's going to attempt inspiring words. He's going to try and bolster his brethren. And sort of fortify them a little bit. So you hear him sort of speak up, his voice sort of like resonates around the chamber, and he says, "My lovely, lovely younglings. Mother loved you dearly, don't ever forget that." Inspiring words is leadership. They're not impressed. They all start crying because he's mentioned mother. No, I didn't mean that. No, come on now. Spend another. I'll have another go, another action point. Now, really, no. Don't forget Daddy as well. He wouldn't want to see you cry. That's probably going to make things worse. It does.
Oh yeah, I killed him, didn't I?
Is
Oh yeah.
there anyone you didn't kill? And the
There's a few.
the baby spiders are far from being inspired. That they are instead, I think, sort of like encouraged to do their own thing, and they start scuttling over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This baby spider is just scuttling along, terrifying sort of like pace. Ooh, up to you, Utarigda. And you can see other baby spiders coming along after it. Cobb is going, no, no, come back, no, come back. And it attempts to bite you. It leaps up and tries to bite you, Utarigna.
Okay. I have a reaction point left. Also, bear in mind I've still got a lit torch.
I'll bear that in mind. Thank you, because that does affect them.
Mm.
I will adjust, their thresholds accordingly as it sort of like leaps up. You see its eyes blinking as it registers the torch, and it attempts a bite. Not so good.
Nice.
Heck, yeah. Spend it. Use it or lose it. Tries again. Oh, crit fail.
Ah.
Can't do any further.
Oh, crit.
And now it's overstrained.
Oh.
Do you want to roll 2d10 plus 2?
Oh yeah. 12.
10, level 12. Its peril threshold is 6, so that does push it into meets it, beats it. Ignore one skill rank. Yeah, I mean you can see, in its desperate effort, perhaps the sort of like licking sort of like flames put it off. It attempts to bite you, and it's all over the place. Yeah, I will let this other baby spider comes to about here, stops short, sees its brethren trying to attack you, and it shoots a glob of webbing at Shagbok. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 range you are. So you are getting this great big huge dirty glob of spider goo is being hurled towards you.
Yep. I just basically put Merelicious in the way because I'm grabbing hold of him.
Oh no! It's unconscionable. Things you do. I've got one left to spend. I might as well chuck it in. Bloop. See if I can turn that fail into something worse, even. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you bring Merelicious around, and half of it goes over the sort of like top of his pull joint. It's going, oh no, that would take weeks to get out. It really is beyond the pale. The rest of the spiders start scuttling off in various directions, and you hear some Welsh screams. It sounds like some of the spiders are deciding to take it out on their Boogans. You can hear an awful lot of scuttling noises and sort of like chittering as these baby spiders are going all over the place. Only 2 remain with Cobb and heed him. Brings us to Shazguth. And then Shagbok, you are
I'm
next
still-
up.
I'm still not convinced about the not convinced about the dress thing. She actually got... Oh,
Oh.
hang on. Battle frenzy. Oh no.
Yeah, she can pop mushrooms.
Oh, she has to do the mushrooms. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
D6 on mushrooms. One lot of mushrooms.
Yeah, so she gets plus
So
one.
that puts her, in the damage and peril, or is it just in one of them?
It's damage, not peril.
Damage, for sure. Okay. Brilliant. Okay. That's fine. The shape- Oh, she does have a shield though. I mean, she's got. Oh. I think she will, because she can't do she's done the inspiring words, and then who did the other one? Was it Merelicious?
Merelicious did Litany of Hatred, yes. Eventually, successfully.
And how many critters did he get in that? Can we tell? Like, 'cause
He directed it
he
at the
got
three
everyone.
Boogans up top.
Okay, so let's say Shazguth is going to move to. Let me check her movement.
You do that whilst I do lots of sheet admin and finish putting mods on Boogans.
Here we go, movement 6. Okay, so she'll go to behind Jabir and Ragrot for 1 action point.
Okay, she scuttles
And then
over there.
And then she'll try Litany of Hatred on these 4 that she can see, yeah?
Yes, the ones who are currently tangling with Jabir and Ragrut.
Yeah, so let me check. Fellowship bonus, she can get 6. So she does
Get all of these. And this fella.
Litany of Hatred. Make an Intimidate test. Okay, that's what it is. Intimidate test.
Yeah.
So she'll spend 1 action point to make an Intimidate test. Can she synergize her, like, is it incantation, her witch skill?
She can, so she
So
can sort
goes
of...
up
Yeah, go on.
modern- Yeah, making it look like scary. Oh, well done. Oh, 1
Rattling
point.
bones on her staff and muttering
Yeah.
fancy looking words and gesticulating, all just effect. And
Yeah.
the Boogans now have to make a resist right here. Here we go.
Do they? Or are they just...
It's intimidate. You always get
They
to resist and intimidate, right? Pretty sure.
Well, make an Intimidate test. Foes equal to Fellowship bonus suffer -1 damage and peril threshold. So last time we did it, we did do a resist. But if they do, then cool.
No, it doesn't say they do. It's a bit odd though to have. Usually, if you're doing a standard intimidate, it can be resisted.
Yeah.
I'll just see
Well,
a brief delve into the compendium. If successful, a number of foes equal to your FB will take the -1. Yeah, so it's not.
Yeah.
There's no resistance. It's just if you're successful.
resistant.
Ah, there you go.
Brilliant.
You continue to learn. Right, so all of the Boogans take a -1. Okay, I'll be doing that on an ongoing basis.
Okay.
Anything else for Shazguth?
No, she'll save her last action point.
Just in case she needs it. Very good. Which brings us to Shagbok.
Yeah, I have a complete tantrum. I've had a fuck enough of this. And I kind of put Merelicious, let go of Merelicious, and just stroll up to. So hang on, so I've got to. This is what I didn't look. I have looked at combat.
As you let go of him, he goes, "Oh, mon Dieu, that really was unpleasant." I think you need anger management.
If I do. So I was
What are you
going to
thinking
walk up
of?
to the spider. I was going to walk up to the spider and just, I've had fucking enough of this with my axe.
Yeah,
And just whack the
yeah,
spider.
absolutely. So you can spend 1 to hustle, and then 1 to do your attack. Yeah, that's what you're thinking, and keep 1 in reserve.
Yeah, and I might use another like, token to use another action.
So if you are planning on using a token for another attack action, then
It's
it's
minus.
multi-action penalty. It's just -10, -20.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
Right. Let's have a go. So
Okay, go for it.
Right. So I'm going to combat.
Lash out at this spider.
I've got to remember my traits as well because I've got. What have I got?
All kinds of things.
Oh god, yeah. I've got. Well, chosen enemy is spiders.
So you get an extra fury dice when you hit them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And. What that is, Man of War.
I don't think you have any that affect
No.
attacks right this second, though.
No.
Um,
No, I have been reading it. I'm just.
well, there's an
Right,
awful lot
so
to keep in mind.
I know. So it's -10 for the first one, yeah?
Yep, -10. Go for it.
Right.
You have bad axe now, right?
Yeah.
So just to let you know, because you possess ambidexterity as well as bad axe, that if you're wielding your axe one-handed, if you fail, you get to re-roll automatically for a better result.
Okay.
Could be useful here.
So it's one-handed then.
At least you can wield this in your primary hand now that it's healed up. Okay, well, you can kick in with your free reroll from bad axe.
-10 again. Oh, fuck's sake.
It's your catchphrase.
I'm
that
going to
is.
use one of my. I'm going to use one of my tokens.
Yeah, one of yours.
Right,
There's loads in the
use
pool.
one of the pots. I'll use the pool.
All right.
The card. I promise to get some cool of those.
Oh,
Success! It's exploding.
nice. Okay,
Wicked.
now what can this spider do about that?
It's stunned as well, isn't it? This one.
It is stunned. Was it that one that was stunned?
Yeah, the one in front of my brother. Ridner.
Yeah, so stunned
Is it-
condition,
is it-
I'm betting will make it pretty hard to do anything in terms of reactions. That's my guess.
While stunned, your foe begins their turn with 1 less action point. Your stunned foe can attempt to resist at the beginning of their turn to escape being stunned.
So they just lose an action point at the beginning of their turn, is that right? So he's...
so.
Yeah, well, sounds... Because I can't see that, so that sounds like a good call. Well, he's still got an action point left. Did he move? Yeah, he's got an action point, so he's going to try and evade this blow. They can dodge. Your weapon has the quality slow, so I think that makes it a bit easier for them, does it not?
Yeah, he gets plus 10 to his dodge, I think, doesn't he?
Okie dokie.
Not the opposite of having a fast weapon.
It is, yes, okay, so that makes this routine. So you swing your axe at him unknowingly. The spider throws itself out of the way. Probably uses a bit of its web that it was spinning before. You know, so you know how spiders sort of like twizzle around in, you know, hanging onto a bit of web. It's doing that, doing this sort of like crazy little spin. You failed to hit it, but I believe you are having a second crack.
Yeah. While he's doing like a quick dodge, I'm going to throw the axe from one hand to the other.
Nice. Ambidextrous.
And go for it.
Yeah.
Ambidextrous.
Yeah. And bad X with that as well. So you spend a fortune point, gain another action.
Yep. Spend another one.
Nice.
And it's minus 20 this time.
It is.
Oh,
success. Straight off the bat.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now he
Bloody
can't dodge
hell.
this, so you know your axe is slicing into him. You have 12 points of damage there. Unless you want to up the damage, there's still fortune points personal and in the pool. You could maximise the harm. Turn that
Yeah, I'm gonna
5 into a
maximise the harm.
6. Alright.
So the ones that my personal ones, do I lose them at the end of the game if I don't?
No, you lose them when you use them,
Okay,
but
I'll
I
use
don't
one
get
of
them.
mine.
Yeah.
I'll use one.
Lovely. Take that and get rid of it. Okay,
Yep.
so you turn that 5 into a 6, so that's 13 points, but now you've got a free exploding dice, so roll a d6. Okay, yep, and then roll another d6 because it's a chosen enemy. 12, 13, 14, 18 by my primitive calculations.
19.
Thank you. I told you they were primitive. Okay, so it goes from unharmed to lightly wounded to moderately wounded to seriously wounded in one go as you slice viciously into this spider as it dangles defenselessly off its thin strand of webbing. Do you roll 2d6 and see if you can get an injury?
What do I need to get an injury?
A 6
6.
on either of those. Got a
Damn it.
4 and a 1. Now you can always spend one of those pesky little fortune points to turn one of those into a 6.
Do it.
Yeah, I've done it.
It's done.
So it's one of the
Yeah.
bottom ones, isn't it?
This is a serious injury, so you want to take it from the middle deck.
Middle.
No, that's grievous, that one.
Yeah. Do I just drag it across? Do I?
Yeah, drag it off the middle deck. Yep, brilliant. And flipper. Let's see what we get. Fractured larynx. Oh my god. Until fully recuperated, you must succeed at a scrutinized test to speak. Fair enough. Just rending through. What? If anyone can tell me at home, you know, what the anatomy of the spider is, I presume this is somewhere in the blobby, throaty area, but I presume spiders have larynxes, so no idea. Right, I'll shovel it over there in the pile. Oh my word. Okay. And I need to give him an injury. I will give him the injured ninja. Nice one. Nice turn, Showbog.
Yeah. Cool.
Coming up to Jabir soon, so if you want to get your thoughts assembled, Jabir, you're coming up shortly. But first of all, you've got to deal with this Boogan who is attempting to shiv you. So I hope you've got an action point to spare, but I don't think you have.
Nope.
Shit. Okay. Then the one here to the left may attack you unless you roll a 6 on a d6, in which case he's a feckless runt and does something stupid instead. He's not. He leers at you. I think he's going to take aim and then stab. Give him the best chance. Now you're large as well. Do you know that I've got this terrible feeling he's just not going to be able to do any damage though, right? Because he's just so ineffectual with these tiny little things. Never mind, he's trying his best. So this is actually easy. Oh, even then he can't do it. Ooh. Who's dropping facts?
Wow.
Facts into the chat.
Nice.
Oh, they would
I
have
can't
a...
breathe now.
Doesn't actually specify larynx, but
I imagine they would have. Huh? Lungs and tracheae. So they have spiracles. Just turning into biology. Give it another go. Oh, honestly. It makes a really solid effort, you know. And has a good go at shivving you, but fails. The little blade just sort of like turns off your fleshy hide and your scraps of armour. You can keep your action point. He hasn't been able to do anything useful. The second Boogan, with you towering over him. Now that's the one that you've got a chokehold on, Ragrat, I believe. So I believe he can attempt to resist.
He's not allowed to, is he? Resist the chokehold. Can't do anything.
Yeah.
He,
because of your talent.
let's
Yeah.
have a. Ooh.
And he suffers the damage at the start of your turn.
Yeah.
He is defenceless to all perilous stunts
Yeah.
you make until they. Well,
Yeah.
he's screwed then. So does that mean he takes more damage on his turn now?
I think it's on my turn.
Yeah.
On your
So
turn,
now, hold
okay.
on, let me get it up again.
Alright.
This go.
As you are throttling the life out of him.
So that so it depends on the chokehold thing, which says blah blah blah. Foe must resist athletics or be choked, suffer 1d10 plus BB peril immediately.
And on
my
your
turn,
turn when maintained. And you are maintaining
until
it.
resisted.
And he can't resist because you're a magnificent bastard.
No. Yes,
I
I
don't
am.
like all these nasty, traity loopholes that you are engineering here. And I mean, it's brilliant, but awful at the same time. Well, he's just going to attempt to stab you multiple times. I'll take -10 and -20. And he just goes ape on you
Hey,
as
the
best
choked
as he
one?
can. Yeah, the choked one.
He can't do anything.
Why not? He's only defenceless against the perilous stunt. He's not defenceless in terms of taking
While
actions.
choked, your foe cannot use actions in combat.
Oh, where does it say that?
In
Oh,
chokehold.
oh, okay. I didn't see that. My apologies. I just saw.
But also, for future reference, if you're chokeholding somebody, you can't attack them as well. You can only move and take reactions.
Oh,
And
good
special
to
actions.
know.
You can't chokehold him and it does cost 3 action points to maintain it.
Oh, what was it? 3? Oh, we were talking about that earlier today,
Gosh,
weren't we?
okay.
Yeah.
Where does it say that? Because it doesn't say that in the actions in combat
I'll
bit.
put
It doesn't say about.
No,
If
I
you
didn't
put
see that
chokehold
either.
in the compendium, if you put chokehold in the compendium, then there you go.
Because I want to use this quite a lot if I can.
Yeah, I've got. I need to use that as well. There we go.
Oh, nice.
If the foe drops to incapacitated, they fall unconscious.
Yeah, you basically throttle them.
Oh, it takes no additional skill tests to maintain.
No.
No.
They can't use any actions. I can't use attack actions.
You
I
can
can
still
release
move
it
like
anytime.
to a big hole in the ground and like fling him in.
And they cannot
Yeah.
use actions in combat. Yeah, that's the critical thing that isn't in the shorter one in the actions in combat document.
Yeah, and it is quite critical, isn't it?
Very critical. Right, so yes, my apologies. He can't do nothing and nothing. Because you're just throttling away, and he's just going browner and browner. This Boogan is, well, cautiously scuttling up now to see what all the fuss is about. It's heard its compatriots here, some scrambling back back towards the entrance, the way that you sort of like came. There's some Boogans scuttling around here. But we're over to Jabir, finally. Jabir.
Yay!
Awesome. Let's see how many I get.
Oh,
So
yeah.
hang on. Because Shazgirth has one action point left.
They
can she
do.
use that to assist Jabir in a skill test? To give him a
Yes. Yes, roll that
D10? So she can
D10.
use like
Yeah, because I need
use
it.
like guile and be like telling him out, just focus and blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
Oh, dear.
It's
That
the
was-
same. It's fine.
Sorry, mate.
It was a beautiful
You got it,
plan.
right? Yeah, just like what?
I mean,
Wow, that's a good idea.
I don't want to put fortune points into your mouth, but
And it's
I
fine.
mean, you can't fortune point in the D10, can you? Just the skill roll.
probably not, no. Oh well. 2 action points are
It's
at your
fine.
disposal.
You're fine, yeah.
Let's
You're
do
already
a
there, you don't have to
splitting them all on the one I tried to hit before.
Excellent.
Let's have that. And that one I will re-roll.
Oh, I don't blame you, I would.
I will fucking hit something.
You will, yes. We want to see some success. Do I need to flip a token?
Yes, because I can't see them at the moment.
I will
Jesus
do it.
Christ.
Oh, do I need to flip another token? I mean, you have got one of your own as well if you don't want to squander the entire pool. But you've got 3 in the pool left. Utarignu is up next.
I
After
will
the-
use one of mine, but I can't pull it out for some reason.
I'll steal it. Just give it permission, and I'll have it, and then get rid of it. Excellent. Done. Okay, that's spent. So have an. Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh god, really? Go on, Jebby, do another one.
Oh.
Go on.
Continue trying
Yeah,
to fucking
go
hit
on,
this
Go on,
thing.
Yeah.
just go on. We want to see you hit something. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Alright, one more. This is bad. This is why I
You really are having bad karma
That is
here.
what I know.
Hey!
Go on.
time.
Brilliant.
Go, Jabir!
Oh, dear.
Why is it so bad?
Oh, bless you.
Oh.
Okay, so it's the Boogan on the far left that you're having a go at. This fella here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now I will feel really bad for you if he manages to parry or dodge this blow.
Oh god.
Well, there we go. But he didn't.
Yay.
Oh.
Yay!
And his dodge is impaired, I think. Well, nevertheless, yeah. You crush him with them all. So that's 12 points of damage at the moment. Now you might want to consider whether you want to sort of enhance the damage.
Shall I?
I think you
Yeah,
should.
go for
Yes, go on.
I think you
Yeah,
should.
go for it. Well, I used to
Yeah,
feel
go
so.
on.
Okay, so I'll flip another token.
Yeah.
So you got,
An extra 2.
Okay, but you also
well,
take
plus
that
the-
1 turns into a 6.
19? 19?
19. Now that is definitely much more in the market. So 19, that's 9, 15, just short of 21. So he goes for unharmed to lightly wounded to moderately wounded, just a little below seriously wounded, nearly there. But you can roll a d6 chaos dice. If you get a 6, you get an injury as you smack him.
Nope.
But you have smacked him. He's not enjoying it.
Use one more, and it'll be an injury. It'll be worthwhile.
Yeah, go on.
We'll see. Go on
Yeah,
then.
go on.
Let's use one more. I can't, for some reason I can't click on them because I can't see him.
Oh, you want an injury
Oh,
card?
because they're round the corner, yeah.
Is that serious, yeah?
No, moderate.
Alright.
Okay, flip it.
Go on.
Flip it, flip it, flip it. Oh, love the injury cards. Ah!
No!
Gutted.
Oh,
This
man.
deck's rigged.
Fucking
deck.
hell, that's awful.
Sod's
so
bloody
bad,
annoying.
like-
Can you? Is it possible to spend a fortune point to get a different injury if you want to do that?
Oh,
Just continue fucking spending these things.
Just have all of them, spam all of them until you
Yeah.
get something.
I think he's right. Don't go to Vegas.
My fucking luck today, apparently.
Go and get some
is
cornettos next week.
shocking.
Yeah.
fortune points for
Oh, that's
rerolls of
right.
D100s. You can use it to change a chaos or fury dice. You can use it to gain an action point in combat encounters. That's the extent of fortune points.
I'll be surprised
Oh,
if
well.
we can re-roll it to get a different injury.
Yeah, fair enough.
However, you have blatted that Boogan and it gives out a little Welsh squeak of discomfort.
I have an action point to spare just in case something tries to hit me.
Just in case they have a go back at you. Having said that, bit of advice, we have seen thus far that even if they hit you, they are so weedy and
Yeah.
puny they can't do any damage. You know, so I wouldn't, as long as you haven't got any spiders knocking around too close, don't be too frightened about these Boogans. Just saying.
Fair dues.
Right. There's some consternation as there appears to be a scuffle going on between some Boogans and some spiders. Elsewheres in the larger part of the cavern. So Utarigna, back over to you, where you are crushing these Boogans and spiders are in a struggling
Could I?
against you.
Elbow my way through these two to here, or is that just no chance? To the back of them.
Yeah, Kush can.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
yeah,
Cool. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, and then I'm gonna go 3, 4 to here. Because where's my other thing I have that's pretty new? But they can't opportunity attack me.
Oh,
Slap the injured Boogan and the spider out of the way.
excellent.
I'm gonna do it as. Do you want to charge? I don't have to do it as a charge, but I do like the extra fury dice.
It is nice to get another one,
I'll
isn't
just
it?
do it so. It is, but then I can't remember if he had action points left. So I'm gonna do one to there, and then one to. I mean, I'm so tempted to. I won't do name. I'm just gonna try and punch him.
Fair enough.
Be
So you
sensible,
slip
save
your
one,
way
save
amongst
one.
these adversaries in such a conniving way that they don't get the opportunity to bat you, and then slip up to this baby spider, the one who's been flinging webs. So it's currently got its butt towards you, I imagine, which I'm sure is marvellous.
Kick it in the ass. Punch it.
Yeah.
Punch it in the butt.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Well, there's one more. I'm
There
gonna
is
use
one.
it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Try it again. No odds. Bam. There we go.
Ooh, nice. Okay. He will, with his one action point, attempt to evade that blow. It's fast, so there's an extra minus 10 on it. In there.
Ooh,
Whoa.
look at that. Fucking hell. One.
Somehow he slips out of the way. You know, you're sort of like up, just about to clobber him, and then he sort of like whisks around, and you sort of like scrape off the surface of the spider. So he evades the worst of the blow.
Okay. Then I'm going to spend my last action point to try and intimidate him.
Excellent.
So I'm going to do intimidate. I'm going to synergize my toughness. Oh my god! It's meant to be my best.
It's your go-to talent, isn't it? Really, skill's not doing it for you.
Spend one of my own ones.
Spend your personal one.
Boop. Yeah, I've got to save one in case I die, but there you go, one. I'll move on it. And intimidate, come on. Synergize.
Synergize.
Oh
No!
my god! Again!
Unlucky, yeah. So your attempts
We're not
to
shouting encouragement.
If you've got an action point, sure, you can give me an assist.
You
That'd
can
be
give
great.
an
But
assist,
have you got
yeah.
an action point?
I don't know if I have got any action points because I spent one move in.
No, you didn't, because you used a fortune point to get an extra one. So
Extra action, yeah.
yeah, so you haven't. But Merelicious has one.
Oh, okay.
And he will chirp up and assist. So
Brilliant.
I'll throw you a d10. Fingers crossed.
Okay, that's 0, right?
It is 0.
Okay, so it makes it not a fail, but it doesn't do. I mean, it's cool. That gives me a 0-7 for my first one, doesn't it?
Yes, it is.
Fine, okay.
I mean,
I'll take that.
Yeah. So he's just like, oh, come on, you little spider fuckers, you need to pay attention to him. He's the one who gutted your mother, you know. So I can make the spider resist now.
Yeah, and it's opposed, so you go by my 0 plus the brawn bonus. Still better than fail. Okay, so I've got 9 degrees of success.
And he has 7, so you just edge it, even with a 0.
Brilliant.
And so
Brilliant.
kick in with your menacing demeanour and whatnot.
So he gets where is it now? Menacing demeanour. Boop. Okay, so he gets a D10.
D10 plus 1 mental peril for the spider.
Brilliant. 10 mental peril.
Oh, that is a good result.
Is good. And also, he cannot attack me until he passes a resolve test.
He has to resolve to attack you. Okay, so he goes up yet another level on the peril. Oh my god. He is, just those words echoing in his mind, and he looks at you with all dozen of his eyes. So there's all these multiple images of Uta Rigna Mother Slayer. At least as far as he's concerned. He doesn't know the truth of it or not. He knows Mummy is dead and you're partly to blame, and he's
I'll tell him.
12
Your
tears
mother.
simultaneously. He's
We're
weeping.
going to kill you if these Boogans keep attacking us. Tell them to fuck off.
He's shaking. He's doing everything that he can to get as far away from you as possible without actually physically moving at all. So he's sort of like hunched up.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
Oh, right. Some Boogan nativity. There's a massive pile up going on here. They're climbing up. Basically, a sort of brawl has broken out between some spiders and some boogers on the far side of the cavern. You can hear Welsh cries of consternation as other boogans are scurrying towards the conflict. So Jabir and Ragrut and Shazguth can hear, the boogans launching themselves down the corridor. They are coming from this direction here, and you can hear them, running around sort of like towards you. Then the Boogan on top of the shelf here. Would you be so kind, Shagbot, to roll a d6 for me? If you get a 6, he does something ineffectual. No. Okay, so he can actually do something potentially useful. He hurls a rock at your head. I'll take aim, get +10, and hurl a rock. I wonder if I can actually do any damage with this. Would be kind of nice, maybe. Possibly. Oh! No, 4's not going to do any bloody good, is it?
No.
Doink.
Fly just hitting me.
Yeah, you just don't even bother to get out of the way of it. Yeah, sort of like it smacks off you, and the Boogan looks crestfallen and disappointed. Gonna hold his AP. Now this Boogan here, this fella, he's the one. Is he the one with the torn shoulder?
Yep.
So he's only got
no. He's
No,
the
black
one.
eye.
No. He's the one with the.
He's got a black eye.
Yeah.
So he's got a
Black
black
elbow.
eye. So anything he has to do with is to flip the results on any skill tests which rely on vision. But I'm gonna combat relies on vision, so I'll bear that in mind. Can you roll a d6 for him, please? Who can do that? Who's he going to aim at? Yeah, Shagbok again.
3 again.
Okay, he grabs a rock and hurls it at you for all the good it's going to do. And flip to fail is going to go on here. He will aim for what that's worth. So 16 is a success, but 61 is a fail. So he hurls this rock at you after taking very careful aim. It flies over the top of the head, of your head, and sort of like smacks up the back wall to the side, and that's him done. And then the last Boogan here. I'll take another d6, Shagbok.
Right. A 1.
1. He's going to jump down. And watch him fail his coordination test or his athletics. That's probably what's going to happen. Oh, no, he's on his feet, so he doesn't completely balls that up. He scurries over, and he's actually going to attack the Hobgoblin Merelicious, and Merelicious hasn't got any action points left. Launches an attack with a shiv.
Wow.
Successful. 4 whole points of damage. His damage threshold is 10. It just sort of like scrapes off Merelicious's armor. He goes, "Yeah, you're gonna have to do a lot better than that, you little shit. If you're going to harm me, I am the mighty Merelicious." Yeah. This Boogan over here scurries up and attacks you, Utarigna.
Okay. I've no action points left.
He's
Bounces
charged.
off my kilt.
Where he's charging,
It's caught up in my kilt.
so he
Okay.
might be able to do something. Alright, let's start flipping tokens. Oh, I've got a lot of flipping to do. Did you need some tokens? Because here they come.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're taken. Hey, well done.
There we go. He actually does manage to hit you, and he can gain a fury dice. Oh, it didn't explode. Screw it. Yes, it did. That becomes a 6. So I've managed 10, I think. And another 6. Oh, 16. Christ.
That's a D8.
Oh, I rolled the wrong one. Oh, fucking hell. Can't I have that? Oh. Okay, no, I really want to... Ha!
Oh, that's better. Now you get
Fucking hell. And another one. Oh my god.
10, 14,
Oh, maths.
17.
17?
17.
Wow.
Bloody hell.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Is our escort dead? I haven't got anything to help.
It's alright. Oh, no, it's no problem. So my damage threshold is 13, so it puts me to the next one up. Lightly wounded, is it?
Wow.
Yep, if the
Doesn't
first
take
one
me
is
to
13, doesn't go to the
second
next
one.
one, so you are indeed lightly wounded. That's the best he can do.
He's done very well.
He has.
For him.
Well done, boy. So that was a charge and an attack, so no AP left for him. Brings us to Ragrut. If we get to the end of this
Hey.
this turn, and then we'll have a little lie down.
Ragbert will keep on strangling. Does he still get 2d10 as it was original was a critical success?
Hell yes. You've got such a grip on him. And he's just...
So it's 2 plus
2.
Plus your brawn bonus.
Plus your ball bonus, yeah. That's
which
it.
was 4.
4. 2d10 plus 4.
Okay.
This episode, I'm
16.
not sponsored by
Wow.
Dr. Pepper. 16!
Go on.
That is nice. Right, let me look him up. This little Boogans is getting strangled. Eon.
Yay.
Hang on, which one was it? It was this one. Get the right one. Threshold. Okay, so when he gets slain, he passes unconscious, right? Because he's actually incapacitated.
Yeah.
Might help if I look at the right bit of the bloody sheet. There's quite a lot to manage here. Yes, so, you know, he goes limp. This fella.
Dump him. Oh.
Dump him on the ground. Yeah, I shall give him
Kick
the
him in.
Ninja Mask and Snail of proneness and unconsciousness as he falls unconscious. Nicely done. Now, is that all 3 action points spent maintaining that?
All I've got is my extra one for defending myself.
For
basically.
reactions, yeah, okay. Merelicious, who's just been hit by this Boogan ineffectually, will counter that with a slash of his saber. He takes aim, gives him +10. That's successful. I'll then spend a token to take that pathetic one and make it a 6. So that's 10. And 11. I'll just check if that Boogan can do anything about it. I may take those fortune points back if he dodges out the blinking way. He has got 1 left. So he's going to use it. And try and evade this blow. I think it's quite challenging for him in the circumstances, but he fails. So he takes all that damage. What was that, 11? Something like that.
Yeah, 11.
Thank you, maths checker. I need all the help I can get. Okay, so that's... He is now lightly wounded for what it's worth. Brings me to a host of Boogans who, across the way, are still scrapping away with the spiders. It's getting quite nasty, just more and more Welsh screaming and spiders sort of like hissing. It seems that some natural selection is sort of like going on, and some of those Boogans are getting bitten from the sounds of it, from the sounds of the awful sort of like screaming. That brings me to this little Boogan here, who is facing you, Ragrat. He attempts to shiv you, but you've got your extra action point, I believe, so you can do something about that. He takes aim.
You're going to have to do a d6 first, anyway.
Oh, he does, yeah. Roll a d6. Let's see if he does anything stupid for us, Ragrat. Get lucky. 2. Yeah. Okay, so he takes aim, and rather than hitting you with some mud, he actually hits you with his shiv.
Tries to.
Yeah, he tries to. And fails.
Oh, dear.
Isn't it pathetic?
So I still have another action point left.
You do, because you just watch this shiv slide harmlessly off your armour. And that brings us to... What is it here? Oh no, he's not French, this Boogan. Quick, switch into Welsh. There's lovely. There you
Some
go.
welcome. Dimparkio and Araf. Those are Welsh words.
It is.
Oh, Yaki Dar. That's all I've got in my arsenal.
What's pop to ping?
Microwave.
Microwave. Yeah.
And on that note, I'm going to go and flip the kettle on. Let's have a cup of tea. And
Sounds like a great idea.
I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah, let's
and take 5.
Cool.
Okay, so back at the top of the turn, Cobb the Coward, sitting in his web, is concerned about his spiders who are currently having a scrap with the Boogans, and he starts shouting, "Stop that! Stop that, all of you! And scurries over. You probably can't see much of this, but you can certainly hear the sounds of spiders, massive sort of like spider, crashing his way over and bellowing to his Boogans to calm down. I'm going to give him an intimidate, so he is actually going to do the special action of, is it Litany of Hatred? It is, isn't it? So he makes an intimidate test. He's going to try to. Okay, Cobb. Intimidate. He's going to synergize Guile. Navigate the sheet here. So G, go.
Oh, no.
Well, just gonna have to flip a token and have another go. I said you Boogans must stop. Oh my god. Listen to me. Enough.
Is he like a teacher in play school and they're all just like...
Yeah, unruly school kids. Oh, finally he gets through to them. He gets it. So now they suffer damage and peril threshold penalties. I'm just going to make a note of that on a piece of paper. -1 to D and P for that lot, as he tries to cowl them. Oh, I don't believe. Does he have any traits to leverage here that are useful? No, doesn't look like it. The baby spiders carry on biting the Boogans anyway. So the scrap continues. Whilst that's happening slightly off screen, it brings us to Shazguth, where you are currently scrapping with these little Boogans, one of which has just been throttled into unconsciousness. What would you like Shazguth to do?
I think she is going to just save her action points to give Ragrot and Javert assists if she can, because she's not, you know, she don't want to get her hands dirty, does she? She don't want to like pile in and start.
It's not her style, really.
Trying to hit people.
God no.
No, so she's just like standing behind them, giving them like, you know, encouraging orders, and then she can use reactions for an assist. So she'll just keep her reaction points.
Okay. So some comforting words of support. Kill them! That's what he usually says, isn't it? And store her APs for assists. Okie dokie. Shagbok, you in the meantime are fighting off this spider with Merelicious cowering behind you.
Yeah.
Fighting off the other Boogan.
I am tempted. Would my reach, if I stayed there, would my reach actually reach the other Boogan?
No, I don't think so.
So I'd have to hustle then.
Just do a little step between them.
No, just if I move there, 'cause I'm thinking I want to possibly use 2 action for attack.
Yep.
Or, you know, use a token to extend my action.
Okay.
So I'd like to swing my axe at the spider and follow through to hit this Boogan.
hit the Boogan immediately afterwards. Okay, so yep, so you sort of like hustle over to get yourself into the best position for an action point, and then
Action point.
-10 now to hit that baby spider because it's multi-action penalty.
Sorry. Oh god, that's going to be in my head now. I did notice though, on my main, brute strength.
Yeah. Tell me about it. We'll ping it in the thing.
That's when I do melee damage though, isn't it? Yeah.
You can inflict injuries with pummeling weapons, which normally you wouldn't be able to do. And you use your brawn bonus rather than combat bonus for your damage. That's already kind of built in.
Okay. Cool. Okay, here we go. Oh, fuck's sake.
Crit fail! Crit fail!
Oh, that's bad.
Man.
However, does that mean that if you crit fail, you don't get a fortune point reroll, but it also means that you can't kick in bad axe? I'm guessing not, because it is a crit fail.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think a crit
I think
fail
you-
kind of
yeah, I think
stops
you
all.
lose it.
But it says here you
get
must
your-
split the result to fail or reroll skill test.
Yeah, but a crit fail is you just balls it up and fail.
Crit fail overrides that. Yeah, but it also means that you might overexert yourself. So we need to give you, what is it, 2d10 plus 2
Yep.
peril. Okay, I've got a bit of a track record rolling these things.
I'm doing it then.
Too late, I've done it. Not too bad actually. 12. So your peril threshold is matched up against this. What's your peril threshold?
9.
9. Okay, so it does exceed that, so you become imperiled on the track
Yep, done that.
as you overexert yourself, sort of like somewhat with this manoeuvre. You can carry on, but spend a fortune point.
Yeah, I'll do. Well, I said I was going to spend a fortune point to do another action, so
You don't need to spend a fortune point. You've only used 2. You've used
Oh,
one
you've got
move
another one.
and 1 attack.
That's quite right. Yes, well spotted.
yeah, but I might need one to save myself from.
You might.
Yeah, I'll just wait. So what I've taken from that is that baubles do not work.
Oh.
So did you want a fortune point for an extra action point? Otherwise you've
Yeah, cool.
taken a -10 penalty for nothing, really.
Yeah, I'll do that then. I'll do
Alright.
a fortune point.
So-
for another swing.
Yeah, I mean, you practically buried your axe into the ground, so you have to sort of like pull it out. So -20 for your blow. Are you going for Boogan or Spider?
I'm going for Spider again.
Fair dues.
So there's no modifiers though, is there, on this?
Just -20. No other modifiers, no.
Oh,
But a
success.
success
on.
this time.
Go
Nicely
on,
done.
Bloody hell. Well done.
Now this spider has, according to my action point counter, no action points. So you hit him.
Herald as well, isn't he? He's got injury already.
He is already injured, yes, so he's moderately wounded, amongst other things. You've got 12 damage so far. Do you want to ramp that
going
up?
off it. Yeah. There you go.
Flip it, so you take that 5 and turn it into a 6, so we've got 13, but you've got another d6 from the fortune point to spend. A 6,
on.
it explodes. That's
19.
19 plus another d6.
Another d6.
So that's
5.
Brilliant. 24.
24 plus this is a chosen enemy, so
Lovely.
another d6.
It is chosen enemy.
Jesus.
4.
28.
28! And he's defenseless. Okay, so this baby spider is probably an ex-baby spider. He is an ex-baby spider. How do you end the life of this baby spider?
Well, there's a sign on slice, so I was literally slice it. It's basically its head off. Take all its eyes off. And slice
Oh
it.
yeah. So you just sort of like slice off the top section, and his head,
Yeah.
slowly, sadly, slides off and tumbles down into this endless pit down here, and the body just sort of like sags to the ground as you end that spider with one slicing blow. Nicely done.
No, that was worth it.
And still an action point in case you need it.
Yep.
This moderately wounded Boogan, who is facing off with Jabir, having taken a blow from that splitting maul, is... Oh, I'm so torn. He is going to attempt a perilous stunt. He
You have
is
to roll a d6 to see
going
how
to
it's
try that. Yes, thank you for the reminder. Or if you could up the volume a little bit with your mic, that would be great
Okay.
as well. Yeah, thanks. If you want to roll a d6, Jabir, we'll see whether or not you can do
Alright.
anything
Let's see
useful.
what it's got.
Two.
Two.
Okay, he will go into a dirty tricks mode. This is what he's trying to do. He's going to make a guile test. You get to resist with your awareness.
Shazgoth will assist Jabir
Excellent.
with one of her saved action points, give him a d10. She'll
Marvellous.
use her scrutinise and be like, be careful.
He's up to something! Yeah. Okay, so...
So does a d10 do nothing? Oh, never mind.
My god, a crit fail.
Now, how many?
He's failed.
Oh, so you don't have to resist it until he succeeds his anyway, do you?
You don't. You got a bit premature there.
Mm.
Oopsies.
Oopsie doops. Oh my god, I'm just going to spaff these fortune points away. One last attempt. Good god,
Hey.
no.
Hey.
So this Boogan is sort of like scrabbling around, and he's sort of like tossing up dirt. He's trying to get it in your eyes, but with the shouted, what actually happens, because you didn't resist, you made a terrible botch of it, even though you've got the shouted warning of Shazgoth. I think when Shazgoth shouts the warning, you look behind you, and then you notice a rather beautiful, glowing caterpillar type creature on the wall, and that entrances you. So all this dust and dirt just sort of like showers off your back, and no harm is done, and that
Brilliant.
Boogan has squandered that. So that's that action done. That's one action point. I think then he's going to attempt to maneuver. God, it's not really going to help. I haven't got any more things. He's going to spend 2 whole points to move 1 entire yard. He backs up! No! Limping. And then because he's tried the dirty trick, he hasn't got any more action points, so he's bloody stuck there. So that has to go down as worst tactical round by a Boogan to date. Never mind. That Boogan is non-conscious, so can't do anything. It's not that Boogan's turn yet. This Boogan, right at the end, is coming up to join all its mates, curious. Now he's seen lots of Boogans scrabbling towards them. He joins them. Jabir, it's your turn. See this Boogan terrified, backing away from you.
Awesome.
Shall's
Let's
Oh, we'll give him a D10 again. Assist him with his help deck roll.
Okay.
Just jab here.
Hey!
there we go.
You are bolstered
Hey.
by Shadskuf's encouragement. Excellent use of sporting actions there. So you have your full 3 AP.
Amazing. Alright.
Fucking is.
1 AP to move up.
You advance over him.
And let's bring them all back down.
Bring down the mall. Nice!
Go on.
In time.
Nice.
Nothing he can do. Now, he's going to take that damage. So if you want to maximise, there are, because I've spaffed a lot of tokens away, there's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
6.
at your disposal. Go to town.
Yeah, I'll use one.
Okay, I'll flip it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
3.
Okay, so that 1 becomes a 6, so that's 16, 17, 18, 19.
18.
I made it 19. I could take 18, but you're probably right.
16, 17.
You got 17, for God's sakes. None of us can do simple maths.
Oh, what maths anyway.
So that 1 becomes a 6, so
11.
we add 5 to 11, makes
Yeah,
16.
16.
Add 3 is 19.
Plus the 3.
I win maths.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Take an average of all
I didn't
3.
hear I didn't hear the 3, sorry.
Do you want to leave it at that, or do you want to try and boost it even further? I mean, he's.
Yeah, let's try and kill this thing.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a chance because he is moderately wounded here.
Alright, another D6, yeah?
Yeah, so we turn that 3 into a 6, 19, 20, 21, 22. Oh, then you add 1, 23. That's so he is moderately wounded. 9, 15, 21. So that pushes him. That makes him seriously wounded.
Go on.
Do you want to roll 2d6 and have a go at getting an injury? 2
No.
4s. No. Unless you want to re-roll, we still got
Use a
1, 2, 3,
fortune
4. Fortune point.
Yeah, you know, let's do another reroll.
I think well, you could just turn
Just
that
turn
into
1
a 6,
Yeah.
and now you can draw a serious injury card for this Boogan.
Oh,
fracture his
nice.
skull.
Fracture.
All tests. Jesus.
It's just this
Right in the
obscene,
head. Douche.
obscene crunching noise, and trickles of blood running over his face, and he is in a pretty terrible way now, thanks to his fractured skull. So that's kind of taking him out of the combat, practically, because he's going to flip to fail on all skill tests unless it gets very jammy. Nicely done, Jabir. Now you have the luxury of another action point.
I do.
What are you going to do?
Can I use it again to hit him again?
Yeah, go on, follow up. This is multi-action. I'll excuse the first one, but you're going to have to take minus 20 on this second attack.
Got it. Let's see. Failure.
Nope. You have
Still 3.
still got 3.
Fortune points. Yeah.
So yeah, let's try and kill this bastard.
Alright.
Go on. Yes. Oh, it explodes.
Go on. Go on.
Nice one.
Beautiful.
Ooh. Nice.
20.
Jesus.
Yeah. How do you end the life of this miserable little runt?
After I cave his skull in, I'm just gonna bring it up and great bisect him.
Yeah, because this splitting maul is part axe, part club sort of like thing, isn't it, really? Yeah, and he flops to, both sides of him flop sort of like independently, and you end his life with extreme prejudice. Splurge. Nicely done. All action points used. Brings me to now. Okay, this Boogan here, who's engaged with you, Shagbok, who is having a miserable time. He's badly wounded, but he also has a torn shoulder. Is deciding that life is not worth living if he's going to be in close proximity to you. It's not going to last very long. So he spends 2 action points to
Then
back
get
away
one
from
action
you.
point. He starts his turn with 2 less action points. Unless he's
Oh,
got more than 3.
God, he's only got 1!
That's what
So he can't. Fuck it, he
What
runs.
torn shoulder
So you get an opportunity attack.
Oh, fuck it, too right, I'm going to take it. So I'm going to hit him with my axe.
Go for it. Freebies.
Alex. Standard.
Yeah. Oh,
go on.
nice. So as he turns and starts to scarper, you belt him. Thinking about it, he's using his action point to run away. He's only got 1. So he hasn't got 1 for. Can he defend? We need an action point to
No.
react.
action
So he
point to
can't.
parry.
So he can't. Oh, I must be losing the plot here. I don't think he can parry because he's turned heels and is just absolutely pelting it. So yeah, you've got 11 damage on at the moment, unless you want to
Yeah, too
spend
right,
up. Oh, you do roll your okay. Yeah. So you're going to roll a d6 again for an extra fury dice because you converted that 4 into a
17.
6, 11, 12, 13 plus 4 is 17, and then you get a d6 because it's a chosen. No, it's not a chosen
it's not.
enemy, a Boogan.
Spider. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so that is 17. That's pretty nasty. Excuse me. So 9 takes it up 1, and then another 1. How do you end his life?
Oh, it's literally just I'm slicing down the back of his spine.
So as he
Thing ass.
as he flees in an attempt to save his life, you end it for him.
Yeah.
And that Boogan is no more. Now, multiple Boogans are dying in rapid succession here. This will have consequences for the other Boogans. This one who joined the back can't see any of this going on. So, which one is he? There's a lot of Boogans about. Oh, there he is. He's up here having a fight. Right, don't need to worry about him. Uto Rigna, it's over to you. I do Boogan management.
Okay. So this spider, I haven't attacked him since he's been intimidated, so he's still scared of me, right?
He
This
is.
fella right there.
Yeah.
Baby spider 0 to 8. So I'm gonna say to that. I'm just gonna say to him like, do yourself a favor, follow Cobb, and we'll let you go, and we won't chase you. And then I'm gonna turn around to this one.
Right.
Um,
Who's staring in horror, having seen his comrade be split in half.
I'm going to try chokehold.
Nice
Action
one.
point. Right, so
Just before you do that, I'm going to do a quick resist because it will affect his skills. Okay, he's not terrified enough to gain peril. Just doing
the
that.
Boogan.
The Boogan, yeah, because he's witnessed the death of his comrade, and that's not
Oh,
very
okay,
friendly.
cool.
Right in front of his eyes.
I don't know if it makes a difference to the Boogans like it does the spiders, but I have still got a torch. Do you have any clue how the radius of the torch? Ish.
I mean, I would say it's. I mean, yeah, something like that. That's fine.
Just so we remember it's for the spiders.
Good plan.
So I'm going to try and chokehold this guy,
Yes.
this little Boogan. So bear with, because I don't know this very well. It's an athletics or coordination. Do athletics. I'm going to synergize with my toughness
Yep.
and reach out and try to grab him. Okay, jeez. Now I think he can resist.
You can resist with athletics. Yeah. Ooh, nice. Okay.
Can
So-
he?
Pardon?
I don't. Has he got action points?
It's a resist, doesn't require action points.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You've been down that lonely road. Ooh. Well, I seem to have a lot here of fortune points, so I may as well fritter them away on trying to save this miserable Boogan's life.
One Boogan.
Oh, he crits.
Oh, crit success. Okay.
I can't help but think that means that he actually withstands your chokehold.
Yeah.
This is a new
For now.
result for us.
No? Okay. Okay, so if I was to try it again, does that count as multi-action penalty? Is it only for attacks?
I'm happy for you to do it without a multi-action penalty.
Okay.
I'll have to do a little research and send messages to people who know
Oh.
more about these things, but that's how I'm ruling it for temporary now.
Alright, so for now I'm going to try it again. I'm just going to try and grab it.
Yeah, so
Still,
you grab him and
can't
he's
see
fighting
it.
you off, and then you intensify your
Wiggling
grip.
out.
Yeah.
There we go, try again.
Nice. And he attempts to resist. He's done it once before. You could do it again, little fella. Oh, God. Come on!
One.
Come on! Yay!
Oh,
Oh, shit.
Good.
Mind you, you still succeed and you've got a massive brawn bonus, so he manages the degrees of success of 4, 5, 6, 7? Now.
oh, okay. Is it opposed? Brilliant.
Yeah, it's the post test, isn't it?
Brilliant.
think-
Okay, then mine is. So if I take mine, it is 12.
I thought so.
Brilliant. So I grab him round the throat,
Mm.
and it's taken me 2 action points. And then what I'm going to do is, because you can still move, I'm going to
Yeah.
move right to the very edge of this pit,
Oh.
however close I can get. And then I'm assuming it's a free action to drop something. I'm going to
It
drop him
says,
straight down this pit.
yeah, you may release a chokehold at any time, and that is a free action.
Brilliant. I drop him down the pit. And Baby Spider doesn't get an opportunity attack against me because of
Because of your
the thing. I have
super
no
abilities.
opportunity attack talent.
So you let go of this Boogan who's holding onto your arms, and you just sort of like you know he's attempting to stop himself from being choked, and his eyes are sort of like bulging, and he's
Yeah.
panicked, and you let go of him, and he goes woo.
Brilliant. I'm outraged because he stabbed me. All these little guys have been like breaking their shivs on us, and he stabbed me in the back. So yeah, fuck that guy. And that's my turn.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Now, meanwhile, over in Boogan aggro land, Cobber's turned up and he's been intimidating them, and the spiders are munching on their colleagues. I am going to give them resistance rolls because things aren't going terribly well for them. Against peril, so he fails, he succeeds, he succeeds, he succeeds.
Wow.
Wow.
1, 2, 3. I've got one more to do. Okay, so 2 of them fail and go down the old peril track, becoming more stressed out. Okie dokie, get my piece of paper for notes, more peril, those fellows. So there really is a battle of wills going on. Right. Finally, I mean, you've been hearing Jabir and Ragrut and Shazguth, this horde of Boogans hurtling around the corner here. I mean, you can see them all now, sort of like Jabir, I think, from where you are positioned. This Boogan runs up, shoves this other Boogan out of the way, and steps right up. He's doing a charge and tries to hit you. But first of all, roll a d6 and see if he does something useless instead for me, please. Earth Jabir. Is he looking at that caterpillar again?
No, the damn fucking headphones keep dying on me.
Oh dear.
Um,
Thank you. Nice one. 3. Meh. Well, he is going to attempt to shiv you then, so he's done his charge. And that's 2 action points. 1 left for a bit of a shiving. You're large, he gets plus 10. So that is actually a success because I didn't get to adjust the difficulty rating. He has shivved you. He might actually even do some damage unless you want to try and parry if you've got an action point.
I don't have the action points. I attacked twice and moved.
Even though you had 3 to start with? Yeah, because you had to shuffle up, didn't you?
Move. Yeah.
Right, okay. Well, that's the crumbling of the cookie. Right, I'll roll a d6 fury dice. Okay, well, 7 probably. I don't know what your damage threshold is, but I'm pretty sure that
10.
7 isn't going to be enough. Yeah, I thought not. Well, I'm just going to spaff some of these. Flip card. So I'll turn that 3 into a 6. That gives me 10, and then he has another crack on the fury dice. 15.
Yeah, that goes over my first one, but not the second.
So you've won down the damage track then for yourself. Is that just you to lightly wounded?
Yep.
Oh. Well, that's not bad. That's the best we can expect, really, in this sort of like circumstance. Let's just set him to 0 AP because he's used them all up, charging around. But then the next Boogan is going to charge around, and this is going to be. Oh, can he get there? Oh yeah, double movement. He can. So he scurries over, tromps through the remains of the Boogan you massacred earlier, and attempts the same thing.
Steve, these guys that have just come around the corner don't
Yes.
have to do stomp the yard.
Oh, they do! Good point! Yes! Let's do a resist as he comes around. So stomp the yard.
I thought that only affected on my turn.
Oh, it does. very good point.
But
We do have that house
Don't
rule
you have
in
to roll
place,
the
don't we? But we do have to roll a d6, yes,
D6.
to see if they're feckless. So if you want to do that, Jabir, as this one comes screaming round the corner, yelling Banzai. Well, at least he's armed himself with something sharp. He attempts to shiv you now. Let's just tweak for the advanced rolls so I can make it a bit easier for him. It's routine. Oh, he stabs you successfully, and I can chuck a d6 on top. So he gets 9. I'm then going to use this fortune point to turn that 5 into a 6. So we've got 10. We chuck in another d6. I've got 14. Any good?
Pardon?
14 against your damage threshold. As he stabs you.
The second one is 16, so
Just one?
yeah. And I'm already unlightly wounded, so what does that do?
No, that's a great question, because I sometimes get very confused about this. I'm just going to have a quick consult about damage. I'm all clear when it comes to because what I'm wondering about is that sort of like when you've become sort of like lightly wounded or moderately wounded, then do you have to get over? I presume you have to get all the way over the serious to be able to get you up to the next level. I kind of had this in my head nicely, sort of like before, but now it's kind of gone out of my head. If the total damage inflicts exceeds 6 plus damage threshold, you move 2 steps. Oh no. Okay, so if the total damage inflicted exceeds base damage threshold, you go 1 step down. How many has he got down for you there? I managed what was that? 5,
1
10,
step down.
14. So that's just over 1 over your first
Yeah.
damage threshold. So you just go down 1 step. So he's actually
I remain on the lightly wounded.
no, you'll be moderately wounded. I don't have to get you back over moderately wounded. If I do enough to get past your damage threshold,
Right,
it just
okay,
pushes you
yeah.
one down. Yes. Now that's back in my head again, firmly lodged. But it does mean he's got a chance of actually injuring you now. Give him a d6 chaos dice. A 5. Oh, I so wanted to turn that. Got nothing. So
No more fortune points.
no more
No
fortune
more.
points to give that Boogan the best opportunity to do something useful. However, there's more Boogans to throw at you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this Boogan comes screaming around the corner, and he will charge and attempt the same thing. Just one after another, piling in. But roll a d6 and see if he does something stupid instead, Jabir. 6, he does. He comes hurling around the
Nice.
corner, screaming Banshee, and then shoves a mud cake at you. And it just sort of like plops on your chest and sort of like trickles off. Closely follow. Oh my god, 1, 2, 3. Oh, he can't actually quite reach here. This guy charges up. And this guy charges up, but they were right at the back, so that's as far as they can get. I'll hold them an action point. As they are readying their weapons and thinking about mud pies The Boogan on the top of the shelf here is looking down at Merelicious and Shagbok. He grabs something off the ground. Do you want a D6, Shagbok, and see whether or not he's grabbing something useless or something useful? 2. Something useful. He's grabbed a rock and he hurls it at you. Oh, good lord, look at that. Awful. It just sort of like, he hurls it, but he does one of those terrible throws. And it just sort of like trickles down next to your foot and just barely touches you. He looks a bit crestfallen at that.
I'll glare at him.
Yeah. So this Boogan up here, here's the one who is labouring under an injury. So he starts with 2 less action points. He's got 1 whole action point to spend. Oh my god.
That's that.
Is it that one? The one who's dead?
This guy is the one with the black eye and the dark
Oh, he's got the
eye.
black eye, the shiner, so he flips to fail on all skill tests. Well, he's going to move down here, so he's hustling. I'm going to give him a climb roll, so that's flip to fail on the climb roll, right? Here he goes. So 92 he fails, 29 if he flips, so he definitely fails. So he comes to a crunch as he sort of like slips down, trying to climb down, scrabbles desperately, and then hits the ground, is now prone. And that's all he can do. I can't even stand him up. Oh no, I can stand him up because the other guys have a torn shoulder. He just stands up. With a real slim shady Boogan, just stand up. But that's all he can do now. He's gone. Okay, the Boogan who's facing off with Merelicious and Shagbok. Now he's seen the spider get slain. He's seen his fellow Boogan get slain. I'm giving a resist roll against fear. He succeeds, so he keeps his shit together and attempts to shiv you, Shagbok. He takes aim, he does it carefully for what that's bloody worth, and he stabs away at you.
Okay. I've got an action point left, haven't I think?
Yeah, if you want to do something with that. I mean, I wouldn't
Save
worry
it.
about it too
Save
much. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
I'll save it.
He's probably just going to do nothing. Because I've got nothing to spend. Yeah, I mean, he hits you and he looks really pleased and gleeful. And you just look down and you see this shiv, but it's just harmlessly stuck in your armour. And he sort of like pulls it out.
Don't wear any armour.
Then
Stuck in your abs.
it's just stuck in your abs, your pure muscly flesh. Yeah, and you know you're not bleeding or anything, and he's looking down at the blade, and then he's looking up at you, and then he's looking at even more worried. So great, that's 1 action point he's got left to spend. Runts, over to your good self. There's a cluster of Boogans now. You're collecting targets.
This one here, he's...
Him. Yeah,
What's
that little
status here?
fucker. Well, let's have a look at him. He's uninjured at the moment.
Okay. Gonna try and get him in a chokehold.
Oh, I
Like
love
a
it.
magnificent bastard.
Throttle the fucker. Excellent. So, athletics,
Right, I've got to find
please.
Synergizing. What was our synergize last time? Coordination.
Coordination, I think. You know, perfect timing.
And Shazguth will give you an assist.
Oh, free bonus
That's a
roll.
D10 by
Yeah,
well, 3 D10 there, just in case.
excellent. Okay, that could make the difference.
Doing so
Well, no,
doing so well.
here's 1 points.
Oh, that's 0. Oh, it's 0. 0 is no help at all.
0 is no help at all. So on the face of it, that's not looking too good. But you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fortune points you could spend. Yeah, you flip it and have another go.
I could just keep rolling until I get there, can't I?
Oh yeah, lucky git.
Yes, I am a lucky git.
Yes.
Right.
Just avoid that crit fail. Oh!
Oh,
Oh no! Crit fail.
Ah, the curse of my crit fail call. All you have to do is not crit fail. Okay, so you I think you find this Boogan is just covered in sticky spider stuff because he crossed over a lot of webbing to get over towards you, and you're grabbing at him, but you're just getting caught up in spidery ick on your fingers, and you can't get a good grip around his throat.
blimey.
Indeed. Anything else for you? I think you've still got action points to use if you wish.
How many?
Well, you would have refreshed at the top of the turn. You've used 1 for a chokehold, so you've got 2.
Can I just shiv him then? Can I do that?
You can do 1 shiv. Yep.
Okay.
You draw
Well,
your
it's not shiv
stiletto.
anymore, it's
Your stiletto. Yeah.
the pointy elf thing.
Indeed. Your pointy elf
where's
blade.
that?
Ooh, nice. Okay. He's got an action point in reserve. So he's going to attempt to parry this. But your weapon is fast, so he takes a -10. Bear that in mind.
it's
Challenging
vicious.
parry. Yes, and it is vicious. That means it does more damage. Oh my god,
Go
he's
on.
failed. Got nothing to spend.
Yep.
So you hit him, and the runes on the blade flare red as you strike this Boogan because he is orc adjacent. So you can get a free. Oh, it's got 2d6 already on it. It's already done. I misspoke. So it's already
Oh,
kicked
yeah,
in, isn't
it
it?
does.
But yeah, so it's slicing into him. Now, do you want to maximise that damage in any way? You've got
How can I do that?
You can flip a fortune point and roll. You can take one of those d6s, take the 2 and make
Yeah.
it a 6, and then roll another d6 fury dice.
Okay, so I can take the 2, turn it into a 6.
Yep. I'll flip the token for you.
So that's now been turned into a 6, and now I roll another d6.
Another
yeah?
d6 because you've made it explode. Yep. So we've got
So it's
15.
now it's on plus.
Whatever you get on your d6, hit a 6, make it explode. Oh, nearly.
20.
Okay, 20 points. That's pretty good. Do you want to push it any further? Or are you happy with
I'll
that?
use another.
Yeah?
Okay, I'll use another.
Why not?
We're
Okay.
towards the end of the evening.
Yeah.
So, then. So I'm on 20. Do I just roll another d6?
You do. It's actually 21 because we turned that 5 into a 6. So 21 plus whatever you get on a d6. As it flares up, you push it in and in and in. So we've got there 21, 24, that's 25.
5.
Yep.
25. Okay, so that will take him. Oh, 2 more points of damage will kill him outright. I'm just saying. He's unharmed at the moment. It's going to take him to grievously wounded.
Yes.
So that means you get 1 for moderate, 2 for serious, 3 for boy, 4 for go. Hang on a minute. 3d6, but you've got a vicious weapon, gives you another chaos dice, so 4d6.
4d6.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Any sixes in there?
No.
4-2, 4-2, for God's sakes. Now, if you want,
Yeah.
flip a fortune token, turn one of those into an injury. I think it's worth it.
Okay. So do I have to roll again?
Nope, you can
No.
just enjoy drawing from the grievous injury deck. The bottom one.
Is that the bottom one?
It is, yeah. Drag that onto the hard canvas and let's have a look at what you got. Nice. And we can flip her. Oh, an earth.
What the hell?
Stab him in the eyes.
Blinded. He's got to have surgery.
Blind.
Oh, right. So that is grim. So, you know, sort of like stab your stiletto. You have blinded him. He's at risk of cataract, so we'll bear that in mind for his healthcare planning. Beautifully done. Right, I'll shove that one over there for a minute, and I need to give him an injury. Yeah, I'm going to give him the knackered ninja mask. Beautifully done, lovely. Takes us to Merelicious. Now, Merelicious has been battling this Boogan quite reluctantly. He will take aim and smack at him with his saber. So 64 would be a fail, but I didn't get to add the plus 10, so actually that's a success. This Boogan has 1 action point, so he will attempt to do what he can not to be smacked around with a saber. He attempts to parry. What does the attack quality defensive do? Oh my god, he really has balls that up nicely. Just check on defensive.
Defensive is plus 10 to your parry.
Oh, nice. Okay, useful. Not what we need here. So he slashes at him with his saber, Merelicious, and gets 7 damage. I'm going to use one of mine, and I am going to turn that 3 into a 6. So I've got 10, and then he gets another d6 on top. 13. I'm going to spaff another one. So that's 16. Chuck another d6 in. Oh my god!
Oh, and a 6. Brilliant.
So that's 21. Oh my
Oh
god!
my god, another one.
27,
Jesus.
28, 29. So in one fell blow, he just runs him through, and that Boogan slides down the saber, and Merelicious goes, oh, and pulls it out, and that Boogan is an ex-Boogan. You see, I am being very helpful here, Master Shagbok, you must admit. No? Oh, it's no gratitude. Those Boogans are having a scrap with the baby spiders, but they've all failed their peril tests. And Cobb has been threatening them. They decide that perhaps the best thing to do is not be around. 2 points for manoeuvres as they start backing away. And then 1 point for running away. And they start scattering in all directions. that brings me to a dead Boogan, and we're at the end of the round. Now, I think probably this is a good point to put it on hold. You really are
Yeah.
wading away through a lot of Boogans, but the
It's
tide of the battle
fun.
is turning. Yeah. Nicely done. You are fighting them off, but what a pain in the arse.
Yeah.
Cool.